So, I wasn't sure what I'd be talking about this time around, but I settled on that war I keep mentioning. As you know if you watched the previous episodes, there are 5 Musholotl colonies, which are called that because of the term mushroom colonies, by the way. I'm pretty sure that's might be a real term. Anyways, each colony has a bit of territory that surrounds a larger middle land called Naka. This central area is basically a maze of tall cliffs, sparkling waterfalls, and lush valleys. When the land was first divided, it was decided that no one colony could settle in the middle land, as it was the most prosperous and clearly the best territory. Although it doesn't really look like it on my map. It actually looks smaller than the other territories on my map. It's technically bigger. I just drew the map kind of off. Anyways, in the beginning of the colonies, everything was fine. The soil outside Naka was a bit dry and seemed to repel crops for some reason, but the colonies were still able to provide for their own small groups. However, over the Musholotl equivalent of a few centuries, the population grew and the land weakened from being farmed to its limit. At one point, the bold Lakari colony attempted to claim the lush central area for their own in secret. For months they sent parties into Naka under instruction to be silent and return with as much food as they could gather. But one day one of these groups ran into a patrol of Musholotls from the Inoki colony, who'd had the same idea. A fight broke out, and the casualties prompted the 2 colonies to go to war. The Amani, Lapoi, and Kremi colonies quickly caught wind that the Lakari and Inoki had each laid a claim to Naka. Within no time, every Musholotl colony was engaged in battle, sending small groups to raid others with more resources, and launching attacks on anyone who dared to go near their territory. The Amani colony cut off their famous trade system, the Kremi colony destroyed the main bridge, linking them to the other colonies, and the Inoki colony abandoned their village close to Naka's mushroom-lined border after an attack from the Lakari colony. They moved into a cave in the mountains at the back of their territory and stopped sharing news with their presumed ally, the Lapoi colony. And in the middle of it all, our main character Elowen showed up on the Amani border with no evidence as to where she came from. Except perhaps the softest rustle of leaves seen by a border patrol a few days later, near where she'd been found. Can you tell I'm still trying to practice all these weird Musholotl words? I'm not used to saying them out loud. Yeah. Alright, that's going to wrap up this video. Before you go, I have a question for you, and I'll be accepting answers in the comments as usual. I'd like to know whether you prefer the voiceover with art like the last episode, or my face and pictures like in this video. My favorite is the art time-lapse option, but I don't want to do that every single week, because then I'd have to make an extreme drawing every week. So I might alternate based on what the comments say. That's all. Bye.